Discover the most famous people who died on December 17. The list includes people like Mary of England, Catherine the Great. Dear audience, famous personalities featured on the list include political leaders, empresses and queens, diplomats and physicists, and from other domains of life. In this video, people from United States, United Kingdom, India and France and many more countries. Catherine the Great, former Empress of Russia. Dear friends, Catherine was born on May 2, 1729 and died in 1796. The Empress of Russia for almost 35 years, Catherine the Great was the country's longest ruling female leader. An ambitious ruler, she rapidly expanded the Russian Empire and is credited with modernizing the country along Western European lines. She spotted the ideals of the Englishman, and the period of her rule, the Catherine era, is considered the golden age of Russia. Mary I of England, former Queen of England and Ireland. She was born on February 18, 1516 and died in 1558 in England. Mary I, the Queen of England from 1553 to 1558, is remembered as the ruler who sought to return England to the Catholic Church. She persecuted many Protestants and got nearly 300 of them burned at the stake. Most of them were common citizens. Many also died in prison and hundreds fled the country. This earned her the ignominious nickname Bloody Mary. Franz Puskas, born on April 1, 1927 and died in 2006, one of the greatest football players of all time. Esther Roll, former actress known for Florida Events is Mud and Good Times, born on November 8, 1920 and died in 1998 in United States. Charlotte of Mecklenburg, Queen Consort of Great Britain and Ireland, born on May 19, 1744 and died in 1818 in Germany. Charlotte of Mecklenburg, Stahlhelm's wife of King of George, reigned as Queen of Great Britain and Ireland from 1761 to 1818, and her reigns saw the two kingdoms united into the United Kingdoms of Great Britain and Ireland. An amateur art lover and botanist, she also expanded the Kew Gardens. Young Dolph. Young Dolph was born on August 11, 1985 and died in 2021 in the United States. Audre Lorde, American poet whose poems expressed anger and outrage at civil and social injustice. Born on February 18, 1934 and died in 1992 in United States, New York. Author and poet Audre Lorde is remembered as a firebrand feminist and a champion for the LGBT community. Openly lesbian, she penned iconic volumes such as Cables to Rage at the Black Unicorn. She also recorded her 40 years struggle with cancer in the Cancer Journals and A Burst of Light. Auguste Rodin, French sculptor best regarded as the founder of modern sculptures, born on November 13, 1840 and died in 1917 in Paris, France. Initially aspiring to be a monk, Auguste Rodin found his true calling when he visited Italy and was awestruck by Michelangelo's creations. His iconic sculptures such as The Thinker and The Age of Bronze are hauntingly lifelike. Her breathed magic into nudes and brilliance made of stones and bronze. Doris Lessing, novelist, born on October 22, 1919 and died in 2013 in Iran. Robert Owen. Robert Owen was born on May 14, 1771 and died in 1858 in Newtown. While working as an apprentice to a clothes manufacturer, Robert Owen often spent hours reading at his employer's library. He later explored the textile industry and led a Manchester firm. Remembered as a pioneer of the cooperative movement and utopian socialism, he approved the working conditions of factory workers. Bo Schembechler, American football player and coach, born on April 1, 1929 and died in 2006 in United States. Barbara Daly Backland, socialite, born on 1922 AD and died in 1972. Socialite Barbara Daly Backland, former wife of Backlight heir Brooks Backland, was killed by her son Anthony. She was apparently stabbed with his kitchen knife. Anthony was found at the crime scenes and confessed to the murder. She had repeatedly tried treating Anthony's queer organizations and had been even raped him. Eric Gill, the greatest artist, craftsman of the 20th century. Born on February 22, 1882 and died in 1940 in the United States. English sculptor and printer Eric Gill first gained attention with his work Mother and Child. Apart from co-founding the St. Dominic Press, he also contributed to the illustrations and woodcuts for the Four Gospels. He was also infamous for his deviant sexual behaviors, which included incest and animal abuse. Damglads Cooper, born on December 18, 1888 and died in 1971 in London, United Kingdom. Lala Rajpat Rai, Indian author, freedom fighter, politician, and one of the three members of the Lal Bal Trimurti, born on January 28, 1865 and died in 1928 in India. Lala Lajpat Rai was an Indian politician who played a major role in the Indian independence movement. He is credited with inspiring many young men, including Bhagat Singh and Chandrasekhar Azad, to join the freedom struggle through journalist writings and activism. He was popularly known as Punjab Kesari.